If you take a look at this picture, can you guess which movie was this from? And if you could, then please put it in the chat box because I'm sure you all have guessed it right. It's none other than Three Idiots. Now in this movie, when you remember this scene, our Madhavan, Farhan Qureshi is born. His father picks him up and says, "Mera beta engineer banega." He will become an engineer. So in India, the concepts are very clear. If you are born and you are a boy, you become an engineer. If you are born and you are a girl, you become a doctor. But today, we live in the 21st century. So girls, boys, shoulder to shoulder, everybody becomes an engineer. And after becoming an engineer, we decide what to do with our life. How many of you can relate to what I just said? Type R in the chat box so I know that you can relate to this. So this is exactly what happened with me when I did my 10th standard and I was looking out for a career option. And I thought of engineering. I saw the movie and I was inspired and I was like, I want to be an engineer. If you think of engineering in India, tell me by commenting below, which is the dream college that we all want to enter for engineering? Please put it in the chat box and I'm sure you must have guessed it right. It's none other than IIT, right? Indian Institute of Technology. And I wanted to do the same. But when I thought of preparing for an IIT, one of my friends comes and tells me, "Abhay, IIT is too tough. You will not be able to do it. Why are you wasting your time?" In Hindi, we call it as "tumse na ho pai." You will not be able to do it. And I was like, fair enough, yaar. If this guy says so, maybe I may not be able to do it. And I gave up on that dream. I would never ever enter into an IIT. And then I started preparing for the normal exams. I cleared it and I became an engineer from Mumbai University. Then I did my MBA. And after that, I got into the world of training. And then one fine day, I got the biggest lesson of my life. And this is what happened that day. If you see a picture on screen, this is a very, very special picture. And why is it so? Because this was a day when I realized the biggest lesson of my life. This was a training which was a 3-day training and it had over 40 participants throughout. At the end of the 3rd day, when the training was over, a lady walks up to me and she asked me for a picture. That, "Abhay, can I take a selfie and a picture with you?" I'm like, sure, why not? I mean, we all love pictures, right? So I obliged and we took a lot of pictures. And while taking the picture, the lady asked me a question. "Abhay sir, you're from which IIT?" And I was like, "IIT? No, I'm not from IIT. I'm from Mumbai University." And like, why do you ask so? And she's like, "No sir, actually I am from IIT Bombay." And I was like, okay. So I casually asked to all the 40 participants, "Anybody else in the room from an IIT?" And all 40 of them raised their hands up. IIT Bombay, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Kanpur, IIT Delhi, IIT this, IIT that. And I was like, oh my God. I could never enter into an IIT, and for the last 3 days, I have been training 40 IITians who now tell me it was one of the best training sessions they ever had in their life. I just said to myself, oh my God, Abhay, what if I knew about this on day 1? Would I be able to train in the same way? My legs would be shivering. I would just feel not that confident while speaking. And that's a big day when I learned a very important lesson in life, that when sometime people tell you that you will not be able to do it, it has nothing to do with you, it has more to do with them. It does not show your inability, it shows their inability. So if they think they can't do it, they will tell you that you can't do it, simply because they can't. And that's why I want you to realize, if somebody comes and tells you tomorrow, "Hey, you can never be a dancer," it's simply because they don't dance, they don't want to dance, they don't like dancing, or they just can't. So they assume that because they can't, even you will not be able to do it. So the lesson here is very simple. Don't let the voice of other people dictate the reality for you in your life. Take charge and fail fast, fail forward and learn and grow. But just don't wait for a stamp of approval and validation from anyone else, because you have the ability to create a dent in this universe. So go ahead and give it a try, and I'm sure you will become the best of your abilities. If you found this video useful and valuable, then let me know in the comments below, and like this video, share it with all your friends and subscribe to this channel as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.